Tucson, Aries. As the search enters its 13th day, law enforcement officials have released new details about critical evidence in the disappearance of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, the mother of Today co-host Savannah Guthrie. Police say both *** gloves and unidentified *** DNA samples have been recovered and submitted for forensic testing, offering new avenues in the high-profile investigation. Investigators from the Pima County Sheriff's Department and the FBI are working together in one of the most widely covered missing person cases in the U.S. amid ongoing tension over how evidence is handled. The authorities have clarified that while several gloves were found during the search, none were located inside Guthrie's home or on her immediate property. Countering earlier reports and speculation, officials confirmed that a number of gloves have been discovered in the vicinity of Guthrie's Catalina Foothills neighborhood, with the closest located about 2 miles from her residence. These items were found scattered along roads and trails where investigators have been canvassing for additional clues. All gloves recovered so far have been submitted to crime labs for DNA testing as part of the effort to determine whether any of the genetic material links to a suspect or potential witness. While authorities have not said how many gloves have been found, Sheriff Chris Nanos has described the DNA results so far as a step forward in narrowing the pool of individuals connected to the incident. In a live media appearance, Nanos told ABC News that investigators already had DNA profiles from family members and close associates related to Guthrie's household, allowing the team to immediately compare new evidence and begin eliminating potential matches. "We've gotten DNA back," he said, describing how forensic experts are now working through the sequencing and exclusion process. Adding to the complexity of the case, police also confirmed that DNA samples found at Guthrie's residence do not belong to her or to anyone known to be in close contact with her. Those findings were announced in a sheriff's department release aimed at clarifying misinformation circulating about the investigation. Police have refused to disclose the exact location on the property where the foreign DNA was collected, citing ongoing operational concerns. While the forensic evidence represents a potentially significant development, the case has also drawn attention due to reported friction between local and federal investigators over how evidence is analyzed. A Reuters report claimed the Pima County Sheriff's Department blocked the FBI's access to key physical evidence such as gloves and DNA, opting instead to send those items to a private lab in Florida. Sheriff Nanos has strongly denied that allegation, insisting that his office is cooperating fully with the FBI and that the choice of lab was agreed upon with federal partners to maintain procedural consistency, sending all evidence to the same lab that has been used since the beginning allows for continuity in testing, Nanos said in response to the report. Rejecting claims that federal agents were sidelined, he emphasized that the FBI continues to analyze evidence and share results with local detectives, including results of forensic DNA testing and examination of alleged ransom notes. Nancy Guthrie was last seen on January 31st at her home near Tucson. She was reported missing by her family on February 1st after a friend noticed she had not shown up for church. Law enforcement officials believe she was abducted by force, based in part on her limited mobility and the presence of blood on her porch matching her DNA. FBI agents have released surveillance footage showing a masked individual carrying a distinctive backpack, and they have offered a $100,000 reward for information leading to Guthrie's location or the arrest of anyone involved. The suspect was described as a male of average build,
5'9" to 5'10".
Though no arrest has been made, the family has made emotional public pleas for help, with Savannah Guthrie and other loved ones urging anyone with information to come forward. Despite receiving more than 13,000 tips, law enforcement acknowledges the investigation remains challenging, with many unanswered questions that continue to frustrate both authorities and the public. As the case enters its second week, Investigators are focused on forensic breakthroughs that could reveal the identity or movements of the person seen in the surveillance footage, DNA evidence from both gloves found near the scene and unidentified genetic material at the residence remains central to the effort to trace leads and narrow the suspect pool. Officials have reiterated that they are exploring all possibilities and continue to appeal to the public for any relevant video, footage, or first-hand sightings.